Meanwhile, the push for state police is in the news again. This time, President Bola Tinubu is the one in the forefront. The president says it's time to take decisive steps towards establishing state police across Nigeria. To discuss this, we are joined by a security consultant, Dr. Edinen Usoroh. Dr. Edinen, good evening. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good evening. Thanks for having me.
Dr. Edinen, what's your take on President Tinubu's renewed push for state police? Is this the right time for Nigeria to go in that direction?
I think again is the well, I call it the misplaced priority, because I don't know where a state police will take us to. We're having very serious crisis with insurgency, which is like a war. And you're talking about state police. You're talking about the governor of Zamfara was saying how they recruited some hunters from Borno and Yobe to come fight insurgents. The president even made mention of the joint JTF helping the military. I mean, I don't understand. If you think the problem that the military or the police are having has to do with manpower, what should you do? Recruit more people. Not just recruitment, because number one, you have to talk about the entry point level of these people you want to recruit, the standard, the quality of the people, the educational background, the background checks of these people you want to take in. Now you're talking about JTF. Who are they? Who did their background checks? You're talking about hunters. Hunters what? Men hunters or animal hunters? I thought hunters, people with damn guns in the times of our forefathers, were people that go to the bush to look for rabbits. Now, if the question is that you are having shortage of manpower, then recruit capable people that have been background checked, people that have the intelligence that you require to fight, to handle modern weapons. Then on the other side, people have made the argument, oh, these people, they know the environment. And so what? Since period 1960, after from 1960 till Boko Haram people started ravaging our nation, and now you now have bandits everywhere in our forests. So it's now that you say these people know the environment. The question is, we have not admitted that we're having some problem with our security systems. We have not accepted that fact. What you hear government people say, and I'm surprised that the whole northern region will be going to meet the president to ask for a state of emergency in the northwest, in the northeast. And these were the same leaders who are saying, oh, security has improved. So if security has improved, why are you talking about state of emergency? If security has improved, why are you still talking about state police? State police, like I've said, to help you do what? To go fight an army of insurgents, an army of bandits? Are you kidding? Are you serious? I thought you would have been talking about increasing the level of those we want to recruit into our army, into our military, into our police, so that there will be people that with little training, they can easily adapt. You are bringing illiterates. I'm so sorry. I mean, that's what it is. Who are hunters? People who may not be able to speak English into, state police, for them to go meet insurgents. With which weapon, if I may ask, those talking about this, which kind of weapons will you be giving them? Dame guns, machete, bow and arrows? Or you're going to be giving them weapons that will match the weapons of the insurgents or the bandits? And mind you, these insurgents, from what we read in the news, are people that have access to modern weapons and warfare, including the use of drones. So you want to take local police, or be community police or state police. What will be their entry point requirement? What will be their entry point salary? You're talking about paying our military better wages, paying our police better wages. Will they be earning the same pay with what our federal army and our federal police are earning, or you pay them something different, something higher? It's going to be something lower, something lower. And what kind of quality of people do you think you'll be recruiting? When they have a federal police job or a federal army job, they drop the state one to join that one, or how? That is one side. Now, let's look at the other side, which is more of a problem. You know, our Nigerian politicians, they like creating problems. Because if you look at all this, I mean, we were all around when Boko Haram started like a child's play. I can remember vividly during the time of President Jonathan. Then I think General Lihe Jirika was the chief of army staff. And the army was doing so much to try to break, you know, the advancement of the insurgents in the Northeast. You remember in those days, particularly in Borno State, the leaders wrote even to the ICC against the then chief of army staff. They said they were using the Boko Haram fight to fight the North. Even our late President Buhari made such statements. So what I'm saying, for me, this is 40 years doing the same thing. I've been, you know, right from my youth service period, working in the security industry, though in the private, you know, security, you know, sector. I can tell you this: anybody, all those dancing, talking about state police, they are playing with fire. A state governor will come in. Who do you think he will recruit into the state police? Those that are loyal to his opponents, those that are from areas where they didn't vote for him. Do you think that will happen? No. So except you just want to employ talks or recruit talks and give them uniforms. That's what we're going to be seeing. I can assure you on this, and I'm not just by the grace of God certified, you know, security professional. We're playing with fire. You see, if the issue has to do with manpower strength,
right?
Man, why can't all the money you are sharing to the state and the local government, why can't you use it and then take more people into our army? If you like, double the strength of our army, double the strength of our federal police. And you're talking about state police. What we said, the governor said he has bought 1,000 motorcycles. Excuse me? Are you really kidding? I don't think we should be using, you know, warplanes, you know, to get these guys out from the forest they are. And you're talking about motorcycles.
Dr. Usoroh.
To do, yeah, thank you.
So, Dr. Usoroh, you've mentioned and you've aired your view as to, you know, them having more people that are educated and all that for the security, but there's a concern that keeps coming up, which is partisanship. But so can you tell us from your view how realistic it is to create a state police system that's free from political influence?
That's what I'm saying. I think we're sitting on a cup of gunpowder. It is not going to be possible. Even the federal police, the federal security agencies, what is our recruitment procedure? Is there an independent body that can say, or a senator will send names? Because we see sometimes, you see in papers, you see on some channels where somebody says, okay, I facilitated the recruitment of so number of our people into the police. That is not done in any other normal country. You can see, because recruitment to this kind of places, you cannot, not even the president of the country, can even interfere into it on who is recruited, on who is not recruited. And that's why you see, you know, some nations, some of our black brothers who just get into the US, before you know it, they are in the American army. Why? What do you look at for? You look at for the person's, ability, strength, the person's intelligence, the person's commitment, the person's willingness to be loyal. But like I have said, I don't see how a governor of an opposition party will be a governor of a state and he wants to recruit people into his own state because that he will say, I'm the governor. So it's his own police. Do you imagine that he will recruit somebody from his opponent's area? He will not. That's the truth. So we're just playing with fire. Nigeria, you create one problem. Look at in Anambra State. Was it not just 2 weeks ago? A youth corps member, a woman, a young girl, lady, was almost lynched. You didn't see it? And now that matter has ended. I see the person, they have been arrested, they have been sacked. How did you get those dogs, those animals into a security system of a state? I don't understand this country. In the other states, you hear people just come on the road and they lynch someone, kill them, and put them inside the vehicle and get them bumped. Who protect these people in the first place? We are playing with fire, my dear news uncle. We are playing with fire. And when you hear that this kind of thing is promoted to the level where the president of the country will be talking about it, man, some of us, and they think in Nigeria, if you're in government, you are all knowing. I can write books on this, on state police. State police, my sister, state police is not meant for the kind of situation we are facing. State police, like you go to London, they have the borough policemen. You see them with their bicycle. You see them with their whistle and their radio. They just go around, maybe they go around shopping area, shopping mall. They go around, they just ride their bicycle around city centers. And then with their bicycle, you won't see them, they are not armed. They are not armed. And then somebody will say state police, state police. Do they know what they're talking about? Even Trump, with all that is doing, the National Guard is putting in some cities now, presently, as of today, they are not bearing arms. Army, they are not bearing arms. Why? Because you are in a civil area. So if you are talking about us fighting a group of people that have made life unbearable for Nigerians, a group of people that will go on the highways to take Nigerians captive. And we're talking about state police. Man, come on. For what? What will they be doing? What is the job of our army? If you say we have shortage of manpower, that's not where I'm going to. The money you are giving governors for them to increase the number of their car fleets, why can't you use it and intensify the recruitment into our military, our army, our Air Force, our Navy, maybe into our Director of Secret Service, and then the federal police. Yeah. Maybe our mobile police. But now you are talking about, you are trivializing it. The governor said, I have recruited, they call it something neighborhood watch. Is that, you want to use that? And look at people, they want to send some of these young people to their early grades. You want to send them to go and defend an army of bandits who come in with heavy weaponry into a community, and they will level the community. They will be attacking for 2 hours, 3 hours. Those are the ones you want to send. What kind of training will you be giving them?
Dr. Usoroh,
what kind of weapons? Are you going to be giving them weapons?
Dr. Usoroh, thank you so much for joining. I had to interject because of time, but thank you so much for joining and sharing your views. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.